Hello my angels, welcome to TJS Tarot. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is TJ. I am a psychic divination reader and witch, and I am so happy to have you here today. If you are returning to my channel, welcome back. I am so happy to have you here as well. Today we are looking into your person of interest and your first date or the first time that you hang out with them and all of the juicy details that come with it. So we are going to be looking into, I pre-shuffled everything just to save some time. I just want to get straight into the details. So we're going to start off with tarot. This is just going to validate and confirm that if this is your person that you are asking about. So it's just validating your person, how you met, or how they're even going to ask you out. Then we are going to look into how you're both going to be feeling on the date, and what you're actually going to be doing when you are with each other, when you hang out, or what's going to be happening on this date. And then the overall message or overall vibe that you're getting on this date. So anything that you need to know, what you'll be feeling, the overall vibe of everything going on. So like I said before, I went ahead and pre-shuffled everything. Please feel free to pause the video if you need to, take some extra time to meditate on the cards. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading for a large group of people, so if you feel as though that nothing is quite resonating with you, please feel free to go back and choose a different pile. If you feel like none are resonating with you, then maybe this reading is not meant for you at this time. So please make sure you're using your own discernment. Not everything is going to resonate. It is very general because it is covering a large scope of things and a large group of people. So please make sure you are using your best judgment and your own discernment. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile 1, and I will see you there. Welcome, my pile 1s, to your reading. So if you chose this number, let's go ahead and get into it. So first we're going to be looking into validating your person, validating your situation, how you met this person, how you know this person, and possibly how they're going to ask you out. So if any of these do resonate with you, then more than likely this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get into it. So with this person, I don't know if you've been having a hard time getting to know them. I don't know if you've been having a hard time getting them to move forward or make a move. I feel like with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here, there is a sense of happiness when you're around them or when you're with them, but there is some type of conflict with the Five of Wands here and the Queen of Cups in reverse. There's a sense of like frustration. I don't know if it's you that's like unhappy at the moment, because I don't know if they're not making up their mind about something, or maybe they're like taking their time, maybe, or maybe this person genuinely doesn't know how you feel or like if you like them. I feel like either one or both of you, one of you is definitely left in the dark. I feel like it could be you, whoever the divine feminine or the feminine in this situation is. Also keep in mind, you know, feminine and masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Whatever resonates, please go with it. So whoever the feminine is in this situation, I feel like can be very frustrated. Maybe there is like a fight or a spat, or maybe at the moment, maybe you're not talking to one another, or maybe you've kind of like given up on this situation. But I feel as though this is somebody who is taking their time, or someone who hasn't decided or keeps giving you the runaround, but someone who's taking their sweet time. This person could be an earth sign or a fixed sign. Earth signs and fixed signs tend to take take their sweet time, and or be a little stubborn. So there could be a sense of like travel or physical distance between you guys, and maybe that's part of the conflict, or that's part of like the frustration. Maybe they are just like physically not available yet, or they just don't live around you, or there's some sort, this could be like a long distance type of situation. For very little of you, I feel like for some of you, this could be someone you met online, or you're online dating, or you just communicate a lot online, or you communicate a lot with like texting or technology, social media, something along those lines. And maybe this person keeps, I don't want to say breaking their promise, but I feel like with the Two of Pentacles here, it's like they're weighing their options, or they're, they haven't made a decision yet, or they haven't decided when they're coming to visit you, or when they're, you know, coming around. But I feel like someone is definitely getting very frustrated with this connection, and maybe it's making you feel a little bit, it's definitely making you feel frustrated. But with the Hermit here, I feel as though that maybe you're starting to like internalize stuff, or you're starting to like doubt or question, like, you know, is this ever going to happen? Like, am I, or maybe just even like questioning yourself or your worth or anything like that. That doesn't have to resonate, but you know, with the Hermit, that's all about going inwards and internalizing things. So maybe you're getting a little bit like in your feelings about this situation, because there is like solitude. I feel as though that you guys aren't around each other a lot, if at all, and there's like a sense of like wanting to come towards one another, but it's frustrating. But I feel as though that you guys, there is like a harmonious connection between the both of you, but there is also frustration because there is this, you know, physical distance. Okay, so yeah, so let's go ahead and look into, sorry, I was looking at my notes trying to make sure which one came next. So this is how you're both going to be feeling on the date. Now, I pulled 3 cards, but they're double-sided, so keep in mind, you know, whatever resonates or what you think is going to resonate. So we got Dolphin, helpfulness, and then in the back we got Hedgehog, which is adversity. So we got Camel, journey, and Orca, family. Yeah, maybe maybe one of you are going to be traveling to, maybe you live in like their hometown or something like that, and they're like flying out to see you, or they're, you know, traveling to see you, but they're also going to see their family too. Or you could also, with family here, orcas are very, they're kind of like, not kind of, they literally are like the wolves of the ocean. Like they hunt in packs, they're very loyal, they're very committed. They family also means a lot to orcas too. They're very, very sentient and sensitive beings, and I feel like you guys, when you're together, you could feel like family, or you could feel like you guys have known each other for a very long time, and maybe you have, but a sense of family, like this person feel like you feel very complete with them. And that makes sense with the 10 of Cups here. Like there is like a level of like fulfillment when you guys are around each other. And with journey, you guys could have, you know, come very far in your relationship, or you could have, you know, this could be the start of your journey. Literally, this could be the start of many things for you guys. We got sensitivity, and we got vigilance. So I really feel like, as far as like what you guys are going to be feeling, like you guys are definitely going to be, I'm picking up a little bit of vulnerability here. I feel like that it's, or sensuality. I'm so sorry. I thought that said sensitivity. Sensuality. Yeah, you guys are definitely, I was picking up on that too. But there is like a sense of like vulnerability here that I'm picking up on, especially like with family. What is this? Helpfulness, and then adversity. I'm picking up, I don't know why, like you guys just feel like you're a good team. like you guys just fit. Like when you guys are apart, that's when things are very hard and very difficult and very trying, because the frustration is that you guys aren't together. Like that's where the conflict is. Like there's a lot more harmony when you guys are together and you guys are collaborating in some way, whatever that means to any of you. You know, and with sensuality here, like there is going to be a lot of attraction. There's going to be like, I keep seeing like you guys aren't going to be able to like get your hands off of each other. Like you guys are going to be holding hands, you guys are going to be kissing, you guys are like constantly just wanting to be, you know, close or like sit close together. For example, like if you guys go out to eat or something, like you're going to be like sharing that booth, you're going to be sitting like really close to each other, almost as if like you guys don't want to separate, like you guys don't want to be apart. With helpfulness, I'm also feeling as though with helpfulness, I'm getting more like support. Like you guys are going to feel very supported and very, very comfortable with one another. Like another thing that I picked up is with helpfulness, I'm seeing someone open the door for somebody else, like open the car door, open door to like your house, or door to like go inside of a restaurant or something like that. Like there's like I know that's more like chivalry, but with helpfulness, like I feel like there is a sense of like wanting to be there for one another. If this person is traveling towards you, I feel like they are going to be in town, or they are going to be in your vicinity for a while. So with that said, maybe some of you, I'm also picking up on moving. I don't know if this person is going to help you move. I don't know if this person is going to help you with something. Oh, another thing that I picked up on, I don't know if you guys are going to be going through like a family situation, and maybe they're going to be helping you in that situation. Like maybe you call them and you're like, I'm so sorry, like I need to take my grandma to the doctor, or I need to do this, and they'll be like, oh well, I'll help, or I'll, you know, there is a sense of like support that I was picking up on before. Like there is a level, like it's not just a plain Jane type of date. Like I feel like it's going to go the extra mile. I feel like this is more than just a first date. This is like you guys are going to be seeing each other for like a few days, because I definitely feel like there's some sort of like travel involved. So if you guys live in like different cities or towns or states or anything, this person isn't going to be around just for like a day or two. This person's going to be there for like at least 3 days, 3 to 4 days, maybe more, maybe a week or two at the max. So you guys will be able to, yeah. So for like the actual first time that you go on a date or genuinely hang out, with the helpfulness, I feel like they are going to be helping you with something, or it could even be like advice. Maybe they're giving you advice on something. So sensuality, and what was the other one? Vigilance. Yeah. I feel like both of you really want to get the most out of this date or the time that you spend with each other. Like you guys are very determined that everything goes well, or everything, one or both of you, you know, at least one of you is going to be very determined that certain things happen, or certain milestones take place. Like I feel as though that this is like a long time coming for you guys. All right. So we're going to be looking into like activities that you guys are going to be doing on this date, or like when you hang out. So this could be like going to the movies. This could be, you know, whatever time that you guys spend with one another. So we have Neptune. Inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. So 8th house, as a life or death issue, getting and using power, use other people's resources. I think this also goes hand in hand with the helpfulness. Like this could have to do with like, I don't know why I keep seeing like like you need to take like your grandmother, you need to take like a family member to like the bank or something to do with my, like it's a very like tedious, like boring thing. Like, oh, I'm sorry, like I promised my grandma I would take her to the bank, or I would take her to the doctor, or you know, something along those lines. Also, eighth house also represents, like inheritances, loans, taxes, debts, also assets of like a spouse or partner. So maybe you guys are going to be staying at someone else's house, or maybe you're going to be house sitting and you guys are just hanging out there. Again, take what resonates. Or maybe you're going to be meeting. That's another thing with family. Maybe they're going to be meeting your family, or you're going to be meeting their family. And you're really going to, you're going to be in like someone else's home. If this is like the first serious date, you could also be going to like their home and really seeing like all of their assets, or all the things that you could be marrying into, something, you know, along those lines. With Neptune, with inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. With Neptune, that's all very like dreamy, daydreamy energy. So Neptune is all about creativity. Wait, Neptune or... Yeah, Neptune. So, sorry, I get Neptune and Uranus confused sometimes. But Neptune, that's all about like things that you daydream about, things that you are... oh, that's what it is. So one or both of you could be kind of daydreaming a little bit, or maybe preparing yourself for... I don't want to say preparing yourself for the worst, but maybe there is like a sense of like nervousness. You know, Neptune, what's another thing? Sorry, there was one thing that I had and then I lost it really, really quickly. But I feel like there's like a little bit of like apprehension that one or both of you are going to be feeling. Maybe you're a little bit nervous. You're just nervous. You know, you're wondering whether or not if this is going to work out, or if things are going to go well, or even, if things are going to... Another thing that I'm picking up on is maybe you guys are going to be talking about like your hopes and dreams. You're going to be talking about your goals. Maybe like it's like serious but not so serious type of conversation. It's like you guys are kind of talking about the future, but it's more like idealism, like in a perfect world kind of thing. All right, and then we have North Node. We have faith in, do not worry about, now is the time to. So with North Node, I'm getting the feeling as far as activities, this could be something that maybe you guys have been talking about for a while, because North Node is all about your destiny. It's all about, you know, what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. And I feel like whatever it is that you guys decide to do, it is going to be the right thing. It is going to, like, it's not about where you are or what you're doing. It's the fact that you guys are together, and it's the fact that you guys are spending time with one another. And this is also giving me the feeling that no matter what it is that you guys decide to do, I feel like it's kind of inevitable as far as you guys having a good time. This also is telling me something like it's something that both of you guys have in common. Both of you guys maybe have been talking about or wanting to do, or it was already planned out. So this is something that's like inevitable, like it's going to happen, or you guys are going to do it. And that could be anything as far as like going out to eat, going to the movies, or what's another thing? Like something that you guys have talked about like in advance, and it's like, oh, this is happening, like, do you want to go? Like it's something that is like set in stone, something that can't really be changed. So that's what it's looking like as far as activities. Eighth house, that's also Scorpio, so like sexual energy. So maybe you guys are going to be hooking up. With 8th house, that's, well, yeah, that is sex. So, I mean, you guys could be hooking up. You guys could be, you know, sealing the deal as far as like sleeping together and stuff like that. Yeah. So let's look at the overall message and overall vibe of your first date or the first time you hang out. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. This is going hand in hand with Neptune. Like, you guys are going to be talking a lot. You guys are going to be sharing each other's like deep thoughts and feelings and like daydreams, like even think like, because there's like a sense of like innocence here, you know, things that, you know, you've been dreaming about for a long time, or things that you've been wanting to do ever since like you were a kid. And I feel like you're going to be exchanging a lot of ideas, a lot of inspirations, a lot of things that you daydream about, you know? And with heart-to-heart conversations, I mean, I feel like there is going to be a lot of talking, a lot of getting on the same page with things, and a lot of vulnerability. You know, I picked up on vulnerability earlier, and very soon. So, you know, this could be happening very soon, or this could be happening sooner than you really think. If this is something that you've been worrying about, especially with this like 2 of Pentacles that we were looking at before, like if they've been, you know, not giving you, I will say, just based on the energy that I'm getting, I don't feel like this person is necessarily flaky. You may feel as though that they're flaky, but I feel like they really want to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be before they actually make a decision or put their best foot forward, because they don't want to disappoint, and they don't want to give you any kind of broken promises. So I feel as though that they may have this planned out already, or they may be working on moving towards you sooner than you think. All right, so that is all I have for you today, my pile ones. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, comment down below if you feel called to do so. I genuinely want to know if this resonated, and I will see you next time. Bye. Welcome, my pile twos. If this is the number that you picked, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start off with tarot, and this is going to look into validating your person, validating how you met, or how they're going to ask you out, whatever information comes up, just to confirm that this is the person that you are inquiring about. So we have the Magician reversed, we have the Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Wands, got the Hierophant, got the 5 of Swords reversed, and we got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. All right, my pile twos, this is some interesting energy. So the only cards that are right side up, I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. I don't know if I said that earlier. So we have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Hierophant. These are the only ones that aren't in reverse. So this is telling me that there is a sense of like urgency, or there's a sense of passion when it comes to commitment, or when it comes to a sense of like wisdom with this connection. I don't know why I am getting the feeling as though maybe you guys aren't speaking to this person, or maybe you guys aren't on good terms with this person. I'm not really getting like I'm feeling that there is like a sense of like tension between you guys. Oh, that's what it is. There's a sexual attraction between you guys. This may be someone you don't really know very well. or this is someone who I'm also getting the feeling maybe this is someone you don't really know yet. I'm also picking up on like dating apps. You may not know this person yet, or you don't know much about them, I guess you could say. This could be someone that maybe you are interested in or you're attracted to. Maybe you, yeah, I don't feel as though that you don't really know this person that well, or maybe you are kind of wondering what it would be like to go on a date with them, or what it would be like to hang out with them, because I'm not really seeing any like progression per se. But I definitely feel like with the Ace of Wands here, there is like there's attraction. There's like passion and attraction, but nothing is really like moving forward. Maybe you're just like interested in this person that you just met, or you just met this person and you're kind of just wondering what's going to come of it, or what dating them would be like, or going on a date with them would be like, or you could even be wondering if this person is even interested. Because there is like a sense of like resistance. Like with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, that's kind of like what's going on. Like things aren't really moving anywhere, you know? And then with the Eight of Wands in reverse, that's like coming down the ladder, not really going up the ladder. It's like a sense of like halt, especially with, you know, the Magician reverse too. This could be someone that you're just lusting after as well, and you're just curious about what kind of level of like commitment you can get from them. Maybe you're keeping your options open. Maybe this person is keeping their options open. Yeah, you may feel as though that you're like a little bit okay, another thing that I'm picking up my pile twos, maybe you feel as though, gotcha. So for some of you, not all of you, I feel like some of you are trying to get back in the dating scene, or maybe you're trying to, I feel like some of you are guarded. And maybe like the first person that like you've met or like you've talked to, or for some of you, I'm actually picking up on maybe you already have this date set and you're just wondering like what it's going to be like, because you're not really sure how you feel about them. Maybe this is a blind date. Maybe this is someone that like you just met and you agreed to go out with, or maybe you've only been talking to for like a little while. But I'm feeling there's a sense of resistance, or keeping them at arm's length, or maybe you don't really want anything serious and you're just wondering what it's going to be like if you went on a date, or if you hooked up, or if you hung out with them. Like you're just curious about that. All right, if you feel as though that resonated, let's go ahead and move forward. But I'm getting a sense of like attraction. Yeah. All right, so how are you both going to be feeling on this date, or when you hang out? So we got trust and we got awareness. Okay. We got punctuality and wealth. And we got gentleness and we got polarity. Interesting. So, I'm going to meditate on this really quickly. Hold on. All right. So with trust and awareness, I feel like you are going to be a little bit on the fence. So since we got, you know, the porcupine and then the fox underneath, which represents, you know, awareness, and then we got the Five of Swords in reverse here, I feel like your defenses are going to be up a little bit. I feel like you're going to be treading a little lightly around this person, wondering if you can trust them. I feel like you're going to be a little bit cautious. Because I really genuinely feel like you guys don't really know each other that well. There is a sense of like you being guarded, or someone else being guarded in this situation. And with punctuality and wealth. Someone may be really punctual on the date. Maybe someone's running late and the other person is really punctual. With wealth, I definitely feel as though that someone is going to be paying for everything, or paying for the meal, or paying for the movie, or like whatever. Maybe you're both going to be punctual, or you're both going to get there on time. But with wealth, this has to do with money. This has to do with someone shelling out money, or money is going to be a situation. Maybe you are very, very adamant, because we also got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here too. Maybe a big thing for you is not paying on the first date, like whoever asked who out is responsible for paying for the date, or the gentleman always pays for a date, or something like that. Another thing that I'm picking up on is maybe this person is being a little bit flashy with their wealth, and for some of you, I'm picking up that that's a little bit of a red flag, or that's just like a turn off in general. Wealth, yeah, and then we got the pig. That's not a good sign. Or like indulgence. Maybe you guys are going to be feeling both like a little bit indulgent in what you eat. I'm picking up on multiple things. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. There could be good things that happen during this. There also could be, negative things that happen during this, especially since you guys are going in a little bit blind in this situation. But with gentleness and polarity here, I feel like you guys are definitely going to have your differences. But with gentleness, that gives me a good... that gives me a good feeling. I feel like, oh, that's what it is. Okay, so with gentleness and then polarity on the other side, maybe there's something about this person that is a little bit abrasive. Going back to like trust and awareness, maybe there is something about this person that you're like, yeah, we are opposites, or this is not the kind of person that I'm really looking into. Or looking for, like, in a person. Maybe, and with gentleness, this could be someone who is like a little too sensitive for you and you're not into that. Or maybe you like someone who's a little bit softer or a little bit more compassionate, and they're just not like that. Or maybe you're very gentle and warm and compassionate and they are more abrasive and assertive. Like with polarity, like you guys are definitely going to have your differences. Again, going back to like punctuality, maybe someone is really late and maybe someone is really early. Maybe someone is expecting the other person to pay for everything, and the other person is like, oh no, like I go my own way. Like you guys may not agree. I'm not saying this is going to happen. These are just things that I'm picking up on, just based on the energy of the spread before. Like I feel like there is like a bit of resistance. For some of you, just to like backtrack with the last spread, maybe some of you are just getting out of a relationship, or maybe you guys are going through like a separation or a divorce, and you're just trying to get like your groove back in a way. But I feel like regardless, your guard is going to be up, because I don't think you're fully going to be ready for this situation. I hate to tell you that. That's what I'm picking up so far. Maybe as we progress, maybe there will be better things ahead. So we are going to look into activities that you guys are going to do. So what will you be doing when you hang out, or when you go on this date? So we got in Libra, cooperation to perfect, decisions about, resulting from the fairness shown by. In Cancer, intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, resulting from the history of. And we got in Leo, leadership, the creativeness of, do what you want to. Okay, this is what. Oh, God bless. I'm so sorry, my pile twos. I mean, there's still time to back out of this date if you want to. But these are the things that I'm picking up on. So With Libra, I'm getting, okay, you guys are going to have your differences. You guys are going to be different. So what I'm seeing is that I don't know if this person is going to give you an option on what you feel like doing on your date, or maybe this person is like, oh, don't worry about the date, like I have everything covered. And then when the time comes, they're going to be like, okay, did you want to do, like, do you want to do this or do you want to do this? Like, they're going to have you decide, or you guys are going to be trying to make a decision on what you guys should do, or what you guys like. I feel as though if there are going to be plans, at the end of the day, you're going to have to make a decision on what you want to do based on the options that they have, or they are not going to have anything planned. And you both are going to kind of be deciding what it is that you want to do. And if you are deciding what it is that you want to do, with Cancer and Leo, one of you may want to do something really creative and playful and like bright and shiny. Maybe go to like a museum, or maybe go to like something a little bit more like spontaneous, creative, playful, maybe artsy, something like that. And then the other person may be like, oh no, like let's just go back to my place, or let's go to my house, or let's just order food in and like watch a movie or something. Like I feel like one person is just going to want to resort back to like, oh, we can just hang out at my house. And then the other person is going to be like, no, let's go out and actually do something. And I feel like you may be the one to be like, no, let's go actually like do something. Okay, my pile twos, I'm so sorry. If this person is like, oh no, like we can just hang out at my house, going back to like the wealth part of it, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this person may not have money to actually go and like do stuff like financially. I hate to tell you that, which is why they kind of want to resort back to like just going back to their place or their house. Which, if they are the person that asked you out, that is, I have opinions on that. I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, it could be something, or you guys could be doing something. Maybe you guys start at, just hanging out at your house, maybe eating lunch or dinner, or, watching a movie. It doesn't all have to be negative, but this is just the energy I'm picking up on, since there was a little bit of hesitancy. This could result into a very, positive date. And we are going to clarify that with the last cards that I have here. But yeah, with Libra, this could have to do, making sure that everybody is happy. Or it could be, like a compromise. Maybe the first half of the date you guys spend at this person's house, just like talking, getting to know each other. And then the second half of the date, it's like, oh, you guys go to the movies, or you guys, go to like an art show or something like that. Those are things that you possibly could be doing when you go on this date with this person. All right, so let's look at the overall message and the overall vibe of this date, just to close everything off. So we have, it is safe for you to love, true love, and engagement. Okay, so my loves, this is positive. I think, okay, so with all the things that I was picking up before, I may have been picking up some worries that you have had in your head. So I'm not saying that some of these things will not, happen, or will not, transpire, whatever it is. I feel like there are like a lot of nerves, because you could be very nervous about, what kind of connection this is going to be, how this person is going to act, like, with trust and awareness. I think it was awareness. I think that's what it was. I feel like maybe you are definitely like putting up your defenses, or someone is putting up the defenses. But, with the overall vibe, I feel like for this, or, one or two things. I'm picking up a couple of things. I really feel as though at the end of the day, if you do decide to go on this date, it is going to benefit you because you are going to find out answers regardless. If this date ends up being better than you expected, then that's wonderful. I feel like this is a sign for you to realize that there are other people out there that you can connect with and that you can bond over, even if you have your differences, or even though they may have traits that you're not used to or you typically wouldn't go after. Like, there is still potential for you guys to have a good connection. If you feel as though that this date is not going in the direction that you want it to, and it was just like a miss, I still encourage you, and I still want you to know that it is safe for you to love. It's okay to put yourself out there. There is a true love for you somewhere out there, and then it can lead to a next level of commitment. Okay, so I feel as though, as far as this date goes, I feel like there's no way for you to really know what's going to happen unless you do it. Because I feel like there is like a huge sense of like resistance. There's a huge sense of like maybe you really do like this person, but maybe you're just like unsure about the future, or you're unsure about, if you're really ready. Maybe you're separated from someone right now, because we got the Hierophant too. Maybe you're still married and like you're just separated, or like you just got divorced, or something having to do with, maybe you just broke up with someone, something along those lines. And it's okay. Like, if you are attracted to someone, if you want to go out there and date, that is perfectly fine. No one is going to hate you for doing that. Okay. So I feel like it is safe for you to test the waters. It is safe for you to go out there and experience things. I feel like this, at the end of the day, this date, or hangout, or whatever this is going to benefit you regardless. And it's going to help you learn a lot about yourself and what it is that you really want and what you're looking for. Or even, the next step of your life, or your romantic life. All right. So I really hope that this resonated. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video. Comment down below if you feel called to do so. I really genuinely want to know if this resonated, and I will see you next time. Bye. Welcome, my pile threes. If this is the pile that you chose, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with confirmation and validation that this reading is meant for you. We're going to be looking into your person, anything that pops up, maybe how you met, how they ask you out on a date, how you feel about this person. It's just validation, just to confirm that this reading is for you. So we got 6 of Swords in reverse. We got Ace of Cups in reverse. We got 6 of Pentacles in reverse. We got 7 of Swords in reverse. We got Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and then 6 of Cups. Something is telling me to flip this over. Yep, I had a feeling that was supposed to be right side up. Wow. So, maybe this is someone... So as far as this connection between you and your person of interest, I feel like in the past, maybe there was like a sense of rejection, or maybe it was like right person, wrong time kind of situation, or maybe things just, maybe you weren't interested in this person, or maybe this person wasn't interested in you, or maybe you just really didn't notice them that much, or maybe you just didn't know enough about them, or you knew of them, but you didn't know enough about them. There's something, like everything is just very flat in the first, top section here. I feel like nothing really went anywhere, or nothing was really like given a chance, or something wasn't fair. There could have been like a sense of like disappointment or lack, or maybe even hurt, or maybe someone just like wasn't available, maybe wasn't emotionally available or able to give you what it is that you wanted. With the bottom cards, I feel like there is something new. There is like a new opportunity or a new chance. Someone is coming towards you. This could be an air sign. It doesn't have to be. So that's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It doesn't have to be an air sign, although that could apply. But I feel like this person is going to come, you know, for some of you, I feel like this connection could have been something that you thought was like a lost cause, or nothing was going to come of it, or nothing was really going to transpire. And then out of nowhere, maybe recently, or maybe you have a feeling that maybe things aren't over or completed or anything. Because we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Six of Cups. This is all about starting anew. This has to do with fresh new energy, something that is familiar and comfortable and safe and nostalgic. Because I definitely feel like maybe you and this person go way back, or maybe you guys have history. Maybe you guys have dated before. That doesn't have to resonate with everybody. But I feel as though that you've known this person for a while, or you've met before, or you have some type of like past. And this person may have recently like reached out to you. For very few of you, this maybe could have been like a blast from the past. Maybe someone that you hooked up with once before, or you went on a date before, or you used to hang out, and then, you know, time passed and, you know, things transpired the way that they did. But this is all about someone coming in unexpectedly, offering you something and wanting to reconnect, wanting to bring back what once was. Okay, if you feel as though that resonates with you, let's go ahead and move forward. This is going to be but this person is definitely going to ask you out though. This person is going to want to offer you something. Maybe, you know, to hang out, maybe, you know, either hang out or go on a date. Because obviously this is the topic of the reading. So silly. Anyway, so this is going to be how you both are feeling on the date. So we have inspiration and we have willpower. We have elegance and we have progress. We have longevity and we have perseverance. So with elegance, I feel as though one or both, well, if it's both of you, how you're feeling, maybe you guys are dressing really nice. Maybe you guys are going to like a nice place, or you're dressing your best, or maybe you're dressing to impress. Inspiration and willpower. With willpower, I'm getting maybe you guys are very... one or both of you are going to be holding back. I don't know if it's like holding back, like wanting to kiss the other person, wanting to sleep with the other person, wanting to, like, there is a sense of willpower, like, and then we got elegance and we got progress. Yeah. So I feel like maybe I'm getting a sense of enthusiasm. With inspiration, I feel like both of you are really you guys are going to have like a lot of energy within you. I also, with longevity, also, I feel like you guys are going to be having like a lot of energy, and you guys are going to be, you're going to have the stamina to make this date last all day. Like if you guys were able to get up at like 7 o'clock in the morning and just have the date go all night, or all day up until all night, like you guys would do it. Like I feel like you guys are very much looking forward to seeing one another. You are very, like with inspiration, I feel like you guys are going to feel for some of you, I feel like intellectually stimulated. Maybe you guys are going to be having like really good conversation, like you guys could talk to one another for a very long time. And we have perseverance. Like you guys are willing to make this like continuously like go on like long. Maybe you guys only intended to see each other for a couple hours, and you guys keep thinking of like ways to hang out even longer. Like you guys keep thinking of ideas of like what you can do next and what you can do next, and you know, keep the date going on longer than, yeah, with progress. Yeah, I don't feel like you guys want this date to end, or you guys don't want time spent together to end. And I feel like with willpower, like it's taking everything within you guys to play it cool and not seem too too eager or too obvious that you guys really like each other, or you guys really want, you know, things to work out and progress. That's sweet. Okay, now we're going to look into what you guys are actually going to be doing on this date. So we got Mercury, communicate, analyze, let your mind tell you how to. Yeah, you guys are going to be talking a lot. If you guys haven't talked in a long time, or if you guys haven't caught up in a long time, you guys are going to be sharing everything. Another thing that I'm seeing is like, this is just an example, although it could resonate. Maybe you guys are, say, like in a coffee shop, and you guys really go on a tangent and you start talking and you start, you know, sharing everything, and you start, you know, catching each other up on your guys' lives. Because I feel as though that it's been some time since you guys have conversed or seen each other. And before you know it, like the coffee shop is closing, and they're like, okay guys, like we're closing, like you guys like need to get out. And then you look around, you're like, oh shit, like it is closed, like what time is it, kind of thing. Like I feel like time just goes by so fast. Yeah, when you guys are going to be talking a lot. So with the sun, the creation of, the gaining of respect for or from things brought to life or light. You guys could be spending time outdoors, maybe the weather's going to be really hot, or maybe you guys are going to be spending time. I'm also picking up on like a pool. I don't know if you guys are going to be spending time by the pool, or you guys are going to be like sunbathing or tanning, something with the sun. Maybe you're going to spend time outdoors. The sun has something to do with it. That doesn't have to resonate. Maybe during the summer is when you guys are going to see each other, when you guys are going to go on a date. I'm also picking up on you guys are going to be doing things, like you guys are going to be active. Like I said before, like you guys are going to like keep thinking of ideas, or keep thinking of ways to extend your time with one another. Yeah. And then we got the 10th house, responsibly, success, become a person of power and status. So 10th house, that's reputation, that's your calling, that's your place of work. Maybe this person is picking you up from work, or maybe you're meeting somebody at work, or maybe this person surprises you at work and they're like, hey, I'm going to take you out, or I'm going to, you know, or maybe as far as like you guys hanging out or anything, maybe one of you say like, oh, I'm sorry, like, do you mind if we stop by at my work? Like, I need to pick this up, or I need to do this or whatever. Maybe you guys are like part of leadership or management or something, and you're like, you know, I'm so sorry, like, do you mind if I stop over here really quick, or if we stop over here and, you know, take care of, you know, whatever needs to be done. There is like a sense of like needing to take care of something really quickly. Also with 10th house, with success, become a person of power and status. Maybe for one of you, maybe this person takes you to like a place that they're well known, or like an area that they usually like frequent. It's somewhere where their like reputation shines, you know. With the sun, that's also telling me ego too. Like they may try to get like brownie points with you, or you may hang out in a place that one of you is like really familiar with, and you know, you're able to. I'm also hearing like old stomping grounds. Maybe you guys go back to a place that you used to frequent often. And there is like, because there is like a sense of like nostalgia there too. So maybe there is a place that you guys used to go to a lot, and it's like a sense of like yeah, like I don't know, like you're revisiting something. That's another thing that I'm picking up on. One person of power and status. Yeah, it's the only thing I'm really picking up on. Okay, so honestly, I really feel like this is more, if it is a date, I feel like it's going to be a very casual date. I know with elegance, I definitely feel like both of you want to look your best. I don't feel like you're going to be dressing like super, super nice or anything. It is giving more of like a casual type of situation. But I feel like regardless, you're going to have a really, really good time. Like you guys are, like I said before, you're going to try to maximize your time as much as you possibly can. You guys are going to be talking a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like sharing ideas, you know, like laying everything out like on the table kind of thing. All right. So let's get your overall message or your overall vibe of this date. And we got separation and we got deception. Okay. So okay. So with separation and deception, do not be alarmed, do not be scared. This is telling me like maybe there's something you already know about this situation. Maybe maybe you've been wanting to hang out with this person for a long time, or maybe oh, okay. So for some of you, maybe this isn't a date. Maybe this is literally like you just hanging out with someone, and maybe romantic feelings start to come to the surface, but you realize that you can't be with this person because maybe they're in a relationship, or maybe they're married, or maybe they live far away from you. Whatever the situation like may be, I feel like this person maybe can't spend a lot of time with you on the regular, and that's what I'm getting with like separation. So maybe you guys maybe live at a distance, or maybe you're trying to prolong this time with each other because you know that it's precious, you know the time is precious, and you know that you're not going to be able, like who knows when the next time you're going to see this person. And then with deception, this is also telling me that maybe you weren't expecting to feel, or maybe you weren't expecting something to occur or not occur during this time. I feel like the overall vibe with this time with each other is very deceptive, because I'm getting like this feeling in my stomach. I'm not saying you guys aren't going to have a good time. I know these cards seem like a little bit negative. I don't want you to be scared by them. I feel like a lot of truth is going to come to the surface, and it's going to make you realize like how you guys really feel about one another, because everything else, you know, leading up to these final cards is very positive, very bright, very optimistic, very genuine. And I feel like this is going to be a very important encounter that you're going to have with this person, because then it's going to kind of lead to the next thing. Like, okay, what's going to come after this kind of thing. I feel like a lot of feelings are going to stir up. A lot of feelings, a lot of responsibly. Maybe you guys are going to be talking about that. Because 10th house, that's all about, 10th house is Capricorn, Saturn. They're all, within the same like family. That's all about responsibility. That's all about structure, boundaries, making sure that things are moving forward in a successful way, in a practical way, in a mature way. And I feel like that could be some of the things that you guys are talking about. Even though you guys are very happy when, you are together and you're around each other. But I think maybe along the way of you guys talking to one another, that you guys could be negotiating something, or you guys could be negotiating what was said or what was left unsaid, or what, the elephant in the room. Okay. I definitely feel like the overall vibe is like an elephant in the room. I feel like if, say for example, if one of you is in a relationship and the other isn't, or maybe both of you guys are in a relationship and you guys just decided to reconnect and you're starting to realize like, wow, I still have feelings for this person, or vice versa. I feel like that is just going to be very, I don't want to say it's going to be the star of the show, but it is going to be very apparent within you. As well as knowing that, it could be a long time till you guys see each other again. All right. So please keep that in mind. If you like this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, share. Please comment down below if you feel called to do so. I genuinely want to know if this resonated, and I will see you next time. Bye. Welcome, my pile fours. If this is the number that you chose, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't know why, but lately my pile fours are like the last pile that I do ends up getting the most cards. So you guys actually got the most cards out of the piles. So we are going to go ahead and start with pre-shuffled tarot. So this is basically just validating if this reading is for you or not. So we're looking into your person of interest, how you met, your current situation, maybe how they asked you out, so on and so forth. Anything to give you context clues into confirming that this is the reading for you. So we got the King of Wands in reverse. We got the Five of Pentacles. We got the Eight of Swords. We got the Five of Cups in reverse. We got the Ten of Wands reverse. We got the Hanged Man reverse. Got the Devil reversed. And we got the Lovers. I'm picking up a lot of complicated and conflicting energy. So this could have to do with a low vibrational fire sign. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be masculine energy, could be a male, but this person I feel like is not living in their truth, or they are trying to push away anything involving responsibility, or not so much responsibility, but pushing away any kind of like hardship or any kind of conflict. And I feel like they could be struggling financially, or they could be struggling in this situation with you because they keep looking at it a certain way, or they keep looking at it in a negative light is another thing that I'm coming across. With the Eight of Swords and the Devil reversed, this person could be thinking about you a lot. This person could be very much stressed out about your current situation. I feel like they are trying really, really hard not to become obsessed with you, or become obsessed with your guys' situation or your guys' connection. I'm getting the feeling that, I don't know if this is like a forbidden connection. I'm getting someone is very conflicted, someone is very stressed out, someone is very I heard like emotionally unwell, or just like mentally unwell. Like there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of stress surrounding this situation. And I think it's because they keep shying away from making a decision when it comes to you, or when it comes to this connection in general. Interesting. I mean, they definitely are going to make a decision. I feel like it is going to be the right decision, since we have the Lovers right side up. This is all about making the right choice, making a choice for the individual themselves. So if you look at Adam and Eve here, Eve is looking up to the heavens. She's looking for the divine inspiration, divine inner wisdom, divine trust in divine knowledge also, into making the right decision. And I really feel as though that this person is going to make the right decision when it comes to you, or when it comes to this connection. I feel like right now they are very tied up, and they're very stressed out. Like they really feel like they're tied up, pushed up against the corner, almost as if, like, I heard like everyone hates me. Like, I don't know if he feels like everyone hates me, or everyone's disappointed in me. I don't know who everyone is, but I feel like they could be going through some financial hardships, or they could the hardship could be this connection or this situation with you. So if you feel as though that resonates, I don't know if you guys are in communication, or if you guys are, for whatever reason, maybe this person has been ignoring you, or ignoring this connection, because maybe it really is like a financial struggle that they're trying to take care of, and they are just too preoccupied with that. But at the same time, like, they can't stop thinking about you either. Or maybe yeah, I feel like they have a lot of other things going on right now, and they're just trying not to prioritize you, but they definitely haven't stopped thinking about you. And I feel like there is going to come a time, maybe during Gemini season, I'm not sure, but there is going to come a time where they are going to make a decision, and I feel like it is going to be to your benefit. All right. So if you feel as though that resonates, again, this could have already happened, or this could potentially happen. This is just the energy that I'm picking up on. So you tell me whether or not this has happened already, or maybe you feel as though it is going to happen. Just let me know. Okay. So we are going to look into how you both are going to be feeling during your date, or when you guys hang out. So we got resourcefulness, and we got sacred space. So you guys could be using your resources wisely. And when I say that, maybe you guys, and then with sacred space, you guys could be hanging out at each other's house, or you guys could be hanging out somewhere like very casual. I don't know if you guys, or like, with sacred space, it could be, or maybe outdoors. Maybe you guys are going to be spending time outdoors, like with resourcefulness. Yeah, I'm picking up on nature. Like, maybe you guys are going to go for a walk. Maybe you're going to go meet at a park, or meet at like a botanical garden or something like that. You're going to use your resources wisely when you guys meet each other. So we got self-reliance, and we got individualism. Interesting. Huh. I'm going to come back to that. And we got freedom, and we got service. So how are you guys both going to be feeling? So I just heard like best behavior. I don't know if you guys are going to be on your best behavior or you feel like you have to be on your best behavior. This is like you guys have to hold back or pull back. Like you're really relying on yourself to make sure that you are acting right or doing right or making sure that things come out a certain way, or like something happens or something is productive. This is weird. You know what? I didn't do this with any of the other piles, but I'm just going to do this because I need clarification. But yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up on. It's like you guys have to be on your best behavior. I don't know if this is like a forbidden love. I don't know if there is like restriction, or maybe you got with resourcefulness, maybe you guys, maybe you're just meeting this person at work. Maybe you guys can't really like talk very long. That's what it is. I feel like that's what it is. You guys have to be on your best behavior because you guys aren't really like alone together, because this may not be a date. This may be like yeah, when you guys see each other next, or when you guys hang out, or it's like something. I'm gonna pull one more just on a safe side. Can you please clarify these for me, please? Yeah, we got friendship and we got priorities. Yeah. So, okay. If you guys are attracted to one another, or if you're attracted to this person or whatever it is, I feel like there are definitely like boundaries that need to be put into place, or maybe that's why like with this like best behavior type thing, I feel like both of you may be going over and over and over in your head like, we're just friends, this just has to come out like a friendship. And then priorities, yeah, like you guys need to take care of what's most important or something like that. Or maybe you guys are trying not to focus too much on the other person. Maybe you guys are just trying to like take care of yourself, or like, okay. Some of you could be a little bit guarded when you guys are with this person. I don't know. I feel as though you guys are going to be outdoors. I feel like there could be like other people around you. Priorities. Yeah, this is telling me that maybe it's just going to be for like a short amount of time though. Like maybe like it's going to feel a lot shorter than what it is. Like maybe you guys are only able to hang out for like an hour or two, but it feels like 5 minutes. Because there's like other engagements that maybe you both have to attend to, or maybe your person of interest has to attend to with like service here. Maybe they have to go back to work, or they have to take care of, you know, whatever. But with freedom here, I feel as though that even though the time is limited, it is like a sense of freedom as far as like, okay, like we have this time together, like we can, you know, say whatever we want, or we can, you know, really, you know, catch up, or, you know, whatever the situation may be. With individualism and self-reliance, two things. I feel like you guys are able to really be yourselves with one another, but with self-reliance, I feel like there is like a sense of like guardedness. Like maybe you guys are trying to keep it together, or maybe you guys are trying to protect yourselves during your guys' interaction, because maybe something was very painful in the past, or maybe you know, with all of this energy going on, I'm feeling more so this is like from your person. I'm not really sure if this is like too much from you. But I feel, yeah, like best behavior. I feel like this, it's almost as if like you guys are trying so hard to like keep it together and remain neutral, or remain just friends. Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and look into like, what are you guys going to be doing? What do you guys, when you guys are hanging out, or, I mean, we've already established that maybe this isn't a date. But if it is, what are you guys going to be doing? I know I already kind of picked up a little bit before, but so we got fifth house, the power of love, investment, gambles, and other games, your creations. We got Mars, energize, confront, force yourself to. Jupiter, the granting of, blessings from, good fortune. And in Aquarius, genius to experiment with, the discoveries of, resulting from the I'm sorry, eccentricity of. Eccentricity, yeah. Eccentricity. It's kind of a hard word to say. All right. Oh, my Lord. All right, well, I have to say, I really do feel as though I'm not really getting too much on this is what you're going to be doing, but I feel as though this could be like what you guys are talking about. I feel like you guys, because with Mars, we have energize, confront, force yourself to. I feel like this has to do with a confrontation. This has to do with a conversation that needs to be had. And I feel like there is a lot of love here, especially with the fifth house, like the power of love, investment, gambles, and other games, your creations. Like, okay, I'm gonna be very transparent. So, as stated before, because I literally kept hearing like, we have to be on our best behavior. We have to be on our best behavior. And I'm like, why does that keep coming up? I don't know if this person is like in denial about how they really feel about you, because trust and believe there is a lot of love here. There is a lot of love. There is a lot of sexual desire, a lot of lust, a lot of attraction, a lot of just abundant, beautiful things between you and this person. Like, I can just feel it. It's radiating off of everything. With Mars here, I really wouldn't be surprised if it got, okay, I'm not saying you guys are going to sleep with each other, but I feel like there is definitely going to be the energy of the temptation of wanting to. Could it happen? Sure. But I feel like with energize, confront, force yourself to, I feel like this is more restraint. Now, if this was this way, the drive for, the confronting of, action, I definitely feel like you guys could be sleeping with one another. And it being next to the fifth house, I would definitely, if this does happen, if you guys do end up sleeping with one another, I really, really, really encourage you to be careful that one of you doesn't get pregnant. Because fifth house is all about with your creations, like that is creating family, you know. Fifth house is love, romance, but it's also family too. It's like creating life, you know, with that creative energy. So please be careful, use protection if that's not what you are looking for. If you're not looking for, you know, I really get the feeling that you don't really need a child right now, especially in this interesting, complicated situation that I was picking up on. But with Jupiter, the granting of, blessings from, good fortune, I really feel as though that both of you are going to be having a really great time. I'm getting really big Sagittarius energy because we got freedom. Before that too, I really feel like you guys are going to be spending time outdoors, or you guys are definitely going to be like getting fresh air or being around nature or something that's very very vast. You could be around other people, but I'm also picking up that maybe the more you walk or the more that you like go outside of, you know, whatever, you guys will have a moment of being alone. I really feel as though that whatever it is that you guys decide to do, it is going to feel like a blessing. It is going to feel very abundant. It's going to feel very enjoyable, very positive, very optimistic. And with the Aquarius, a genius experiment with discoveries of resulting from the eccentric. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to feel as though that you can be yourselves around another. Like, that's where the freedom also comes from too. Like, you guys aren't going to really hold back as far as your personalities, as far as joking around with one another. I feel like more of, you know, being on your best behavior, that's more in the sexual realm. That's more of, okay, I got to make sure I keep my hands to myself, or I got to make sure I don't get too close, or I got to make sure, like, it's like there's such a huge level of temptation. I'm going to be honest, you know, it may get to that point where, you know, you do give in to those temptations, or your person of interest gives into those temptations. I'm going to be very honest. There is that potential there, especially with Jupiter. Like, that's all about expansion and good fortune. You know, I definitely feel like you guys are going to be happy and optimistic and content in what you guys are going to be doing, or what you guys are going to be talking about, or what you guys are going to be, you know, experiencing together. And I feel like you're going to be able to, like, let your walls down. Yeah, this is where there's conflict. It's like you guys feel very comfortable around each other, but emotionally it's like there is like a restraint, and it's like, okay, I can't give in too much because of X, Y, and Z. I don't know what the situation is between the both of you. I don't know if this is like a forbidden connection. I don't know if maybe you guys live at a distance, or maybe one of you guys is like moving away, or there's some sort of like sadness. Like, there's an element of sadness here where you can't fully invest, or you can't fully indulge in this connection, even though it feels really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the overall message and overall vibe of your guys's first date, or your guys' first hangout. So we got finances and career. Yeah. Maybe this person has to travel for work, or maybe you have to travel for work, or maybe you guys are just both focused on your career, or moving on up the corporate ladder, if you will, or just really focusing on like your goals, like your financial goals. That could be what's really hindering this connection, or really making a lot of things difficult. We got soulmate. And we got, this could be the one. Oh my Lord, my pile fours. Oh wow, I just heard from my guides, be patient. Okay, they're telling me be patient. Whenever you guys are within, you know, proximity of one another, my guides are telling me to tell you that you need to enjoy things for what they are right now. I really feel like things, yeah, with Jupiter, things really do have the potential to grow between you guys. I definitely feel like you guys are kind of one and the same in a lot of ways. Like, you guys are able to really be your authentic selves with one another. And you guys do have that attraction, and you guys are like, someone's trying to deny it, and someone's trying to like sweep it under the rug as if like it doesn't exist, but it really does exist. And I feel like you guys are going to feel it. Like, there's going to be so much energy between the both of you. And I genuinely don't know if you guys are going to sleep with one another. I definitely feel like there is potential to do so. I feel like one little slip of the hand, or one little like moment, like if something happens, like it's like over and done with. I don't know what that is, but like, say for example, say you guys are like sitting in your car, and you just tell yourself, like, if they look at me, or if they like touch my hair or something like that, like it's over. Like, I'm just giving in. I'm just doing, you know, whatever. I feel like it's kind of that energy. And it's like, if they do this, like, it's over. Like, I'm just going to give in and I'm just going to kiss them, or I'm just going to, whatever. But with that, I really feel like you need to be careful, because if you do move into, sleeping together, just please make sure that you're careful, because I feel like with that energy can cultivate a child, unless you're protected, or unless, you're on birth control, or, whatever the case may be. So with finances and career, I feel like that is like the main culprit of the reason why things can't be the way that you both want them to be. I don't know if maybe someone's job just demands a lot of time from them. I don't know if there are like personal financial goals that one or both of you are trying to accomplish in order to feel like stable and taken care of. I don't know if, I don't know. I definitely feel like finances and career are like a big part of the reason why you guys can't spend more time with each other or make this work. But with soulmate, and this could be the one, like, I definitely feel like in time, once things get regulated and once you guys work stuff out, I feel like you guys both know, or you guys are going to know, that you're meant to be with one another. Yeah, which is very beautiful. I really feel like this this date, or this meeting with one another, it's really going to be very, very obvious for the both of you, and it's going to be the first of many, is what I heard. But what is it, like the this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of so much more, is what I'm hearing. All right. That's all I have for you today, my pile fours. I really hope this resonated. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video. Comment down below if it did resonate. I genuinely want to know if it did. And I will see you next time. Bye.